Daniel Joubert, DevConf presenter. Thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate your time. We're going to just jump right into this. This is your first DevConf, I believe. Welcome. And we're very grateful to have you here and on such an interesting topic.
Thank you.
Pliable software architecture that is easy to change, something that is very close to every single Scrum Master's heart. So I'm very grateful to have you talking. Tell us a little bit about your journey. How did you get to this topic?
I think I've always been fascinated about writing good software that always works, software that's easy to change, that's maintainable. And at some point, I started to work in an environment where there's just constant change. And I mean, having a rigid architecture doesn't make sense. So, and I think what usually you can paint yourself quickly in a corner if you're having these rigid architectures. So, I think from what I try to focus on is making sure that the software that I write is easy to change. So I think the things that I've looked at is simplicity, don't overcomplicate, configurable, all those things. And I think it helped me in my journey quite a bit to make sure that the software that I've written actually outlast my involvement. So from a support perspective, it actually gave me more time to focus on what I love to do, at writing software that people enjoy and enhance their lives.
That's great. So at DevConf, will you be talking more about case studies, or will you be giving us frameworks? How will your presentation be structured?
I think what I'll do is I'll talk about the approaches that I've taken and what works. I think there will be some case studies. So from the software that I've written as well, just to show it to everybody. But I think it's not a let's say a rigid a methodology, but just let's say what I found to be working.
So tell us a little bit more about your background. You've obviously been in the IT sector for quite a while, and you mentioned a fascinating master's. So give us a little bit more about your history.
My background, I did a master's in counseling as well as computer science, just to bring those two together to actually make sure that the software that I write you find useful and you enjoy using.
So there are obviously quite a lot of talks at DevConf with your more humanist approach to technology. Which of those talks do you think you'll be attending on the day?
I did see Clifford de Wit's talk, which looks quite interesting. And then the other one that I did look is I saw that looks interesting is the you don't need AI in your data talk, which also I would like to attend.
That's with Jade. We'll be interviewing Jade later on in the next day or so, and she's a great speaker and always very, very popular talk. So you might want to get into that room quite early and grab your seat. Daniel, thank you so much. We're really looking forward to seeing you up on the stage and to listening to your architecture, your frameworks, and seeing how you make this work for you. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you for having me. Awesome.